then it's just gonna be us. Shay, let's see. Let's see. Ashe.
It says it's working, Maria.
All right. Welcome, Habar Ghani, everyone. We are gonna give it the system a few seconds to catch up, but I think we are officially live. Welcome to the Kwanzaa space, the Kwanzaa Nashville space. If you are with us and visiting us virtually from other places in the United States, we welcome you in the spirit of Kwanzaa Nashville. I am Maria Hall. I am the founder and co-chair of Kwanzaa Nashville. I am one of many hands and spirits that make up this beautiful body that we call Kwanzaa Nashville. We are what I feel like a huge example of what it means to activate our UMOJA. And so we are so excited about all the community partners that are part of this hub that we call Kwanzaa Nashville. Just to give those who have never participated in Kwanzaa before a little introduction about who we are. But I am a child of Kwanzaa. Back when Kwanzaa was not cool, I now feel like it was the best thing that ever could have happened to me as part of the culture. Oftentimes when we're young, we don't really understand what our parents are trying to instill in us and give us a value system. But as we grow older, we carry that with us in our spirit, and we walk it out every day in what we do. And so I strongly am an advocate of Kwanzaa, not just during the holiday of December 26th through January 1st, but it is a celebration, a cultural celebration that should be practiced 365. It is a universal cultural system that no matter what faith tradition by which you participate in, it is universal to all faith traditions. And we all are able to come together at least one time during the year and celebrate each other, celebrate African culture, celebrate who we are as people of African descent, and to celebrate our families, our community, and our culture. But Kwanzaa Nashville is made up of several different organizations throughout the city. We house and we just go under an umbrella every year, and we come together and we say, we want to make sure that we have 7 nights of Kwanzaa experiences for our community. And each year, different organizations, they come in and out based off of the resources and the availability each year. But the beautiful thing about Kwanzaa Nashville is we are going to come together and we are going to make something beautiful together. And so what you see this week is the product of unity, is the product of UMOJA, is the product of our community leaders coming together, organization coming together and sharing our resources to ensure that our community has these dynamic programmings. First of all, I want to thank those who were going to be able to, were bought tickets and were headed to UMOJA night tonight. Your support is greatly appreciated. But what was most important to us today was that that our community is safe. And we had to make a call that it is not in our best interest to be on the streets of Nashville trying to do a performance, because at the end of the day, our lives are important. Your life is important to us. And also us not knowing what the end of the day was going to look like. We all know that the production starts early on the day of, and this morning there was no way anyone was able to get out their driveways to even get to the location to prepare for a dynamic show. But don't be too saddened. We will. Shackled Feet and Sankofa have worked extremely hard to put together an amazing program for UMOJA. And so we are going to postpone our program to January or February, and we'll just keep an ear out as far as those announcements so that you are able to see the beautiful work of the two companies coming together in the spirit of UMOJA for the community. But we will, for those who have been asking, we will be refunding the tickets. So just bear with us, give us 24 to 48 hours to get those processed to everyone, but we will make sure you are taken care of. If you feel so moved to donate your ticket fee to Kwanzaa Nashville, because the first night of Kwanzaa is designed to provide the financial backing for the rest of the week. And so even though we don't have this first program tonight, we have 6 more programs that we have to make sure happens and are funded. And we know that things aren't free out here in the world. But we at Kwanzaa Nashville are excited about the fact that this is a grassroots organization. We are it, we fund it. Everybody that's a part of Kwanzaa, we fund it ourselves. We don't receive any money outside of our hands. And if anybody wants to be a grant writer for Kwanzaa Nashville, come on and be on board. But as of right now, we are the organization and we fund our organization. And so those that have supported, but we will be issuing those funds. But let's go ahead and get started. Again, I'm greeting you. This is the night of UMOJA. UMOJA is about unity. UMOJA is about coming together to maintain and strive for unity, not just first in our family, second in our community, and third in our race. And so we want to embody that tonight. We want to see your Kanaras. We want to see your African. We want to hear your voices. So please feel free to celebrate with us. Utilize the chat. Express yourself in the chat as we go through the program today. But I won't belabor the program anymore and delay it. I want to introduce to you my co-chair, my partner in this struggle, and the co-chair and help create a lot of the dynamic things that are happening with Kwanzaa Nashville. So if you would please welcome my sister, Marquita Holt, to the stage, the virtual stage. Y'all give it up.
Hey. Well, listen, first of all, we're African, we're Black. We're responsive people. So I've got to see some faces. I can't see. I got to move my screen around. Hey, Habari. Hey. Habari, Donnie. I can imagine that it smells like incense and cocoa butter and shea butter, or just some soup or chili on the stove. Thank you again, as Sister Maria said, for coming virtually. We had to pivot. But hey, we're African. We know how to pivot. My brother Will Rafford would say we're African, not African. So we can do anything. We're an amazing people. And I'm so excited to share with you tonight, UMOJA. Before we get started, of course, we're going to ask permission from our elders. We got to get creative. We got to use our kuumba a little bit. So I'm going to ask if there's anyone in the Zoom that is, I'll start 65. Is there anybody 65? Write it in the chat. Write your name and age in the chat. We're looking for 65. Anybody in here 65? Anybody in here 70? Uh-oh, we got somebody. Uh-oh. Auntie, are you 65? Who knew? Black just won't crack. It just will not crack. Okay. Okay. Miss Pat is over 65. We got anybody 70? Got anybody 70? All right, I'm going to give it to Sister Pat. So Ebony, if you could you ask your mom if we have permission to continue as we do with Kwanzaa? Oh, we got Gwendolyn. Oh, right, I got to do what I got to do. All right, Gwendolyn 71. I'm going to ask Grandma Pat. I'm going to ask Miss Gwendolyn, and I'm going to ask Auntie Koema. Do we have permission to continue with this program and ceremony? Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a 77-year-old. Mm-hmm. We have permission, y'all? Yep. All right. That's all I need is one eye shake for me. All right. So thank you. Thank you for that. Chaos. Thank you so much for that. We're going to continue in Asante Sana, which means thank you. We're going to continue with a practice that generally we begin each ceremony with, and that is the pouring of libations, right? The pouring of libations is a sacred practice or ritual that remembers the beautiful spirits that have gone before us, our ancestors. Woof. And if you're anything like me and you believe in the power of Ubuntu, which means I am because you are, and then you believe in the practice and the understanding and the knowledge of ancestors, right? During libations, we take water, which is the strongest symbolism of life, and we pour water into a living thing, which is a plant. Now, you know, I always got a story. I'm no Tasneem Grace, but I'm a little bit of a storyteller. The plant that we have right here, this plant is from a clipping from one of my ancestors, Grandmama Jenny Bell. So this is a clipping of a clipping of a clipping of a plant who Grandmama Jenny Bell, for me, gifted me with a gentle heart. She had a love for children and plants, a love for sweets, and I got my gap and my hips. I got both of them from Grandmama Jenny Bell. So I'm going to call upon the name of Grandmama Jenny Bell Sharp, and I will pour water into the plant, and I will respond by saying Ashe. And Ashe just means it is done, it is finished. You can think of pouring of libations as if you will pour one out for the homie even. I mean, it's just a sacred response to call upon our ancestors. So we're gonna get creative. We're gonna use that kuumba. And I invite you to share the names of your ancestors in the chat below. I will call their names and we will say Ashe. All right.
I know they're watching, ancestors
Ashe,
watching.
Charles
I know they're
Oglesby,
watching.
Granny
I
Dot,
know,
Ashe, Melanie and Purple.
I know they're watching, ancestors watching. I know they're watching. I know, I know.
Roger
I
Davis,
know they're watching, ancestors
T.I. Smith,
watching. I know
Thelma
they're
Burns Express,
watching. I know they're watching, ancestors watching. I know
Mother
they're
Rhonda,
watching. I know, I know.
Destiny
I know
Lucia,
they're watching,
Emma Jean
ancestors
Anderson,
watching. I know they're watching. I know they're watching, ancestors watching.
Letitia Palmer, Shay, Mary Nick, Ashe, Jamal Bellamy, Ashe, Charles Henderson, Mary, Kenneth Dick, Ashe, I know about that. Mary Royal, Ruby Royal, Thomas Royal, Ashe, Thomas Beck, Mary Beck, Ashe, Cindy Bradley, Ashe, William, Ashe, Karen Austin, Ashe. We got Raina Rivera, Ashe. We got Bishop Thomas, Marion, Kelly, Alicia, Jimbo, Ashe. Tessie, Slater, Eula Edwards, Ashe, Anna, Ashe, Ford, and Elnora Odie. Call those names, Ashe. Brother Ken, Pam, Robert Bronex, Ashe, Gina, Ashe, Pearlie Mae, Jasmine, Jasmine Elisa Donaldson, Ashe, Asheo Mayo, Levi Streetman, Levi Streetman, Jacob, Ashe, Annie Elizabeth Davis, Daryl Smith, Queen Mother Carr, Ashe, Rosie. We've got Cecil, Jill, Pearl, Melvin Brown Sr., Ashe, Uncle Flowers. What's Uncle Flowers up to? William, Ashe, Elaine West Scott, Ashe, Jacqueline Gwynn, Clara Mae Murray, pressing that hair, get ready for Christmas morning. Ashe, Dr. Bobby Levitt, a new ancestor, Ashe, Juanita Lunsford, Ashe, Artelia, Ashe, Jabari Baas, Ashe, Bernice, Ashe, Gary Matthews, Ashe, Ivan Davis, Joyce Hatchett, Ashe, Granville Anderson, Alan Franklin, Clara Johnson, Ashe, Wade Thomas Jr., Sr., Ashe, Dr. Woseni Yefru, Ashe, Dorothy Stills, Ashe, Shirley Wiley, Ashe, Ashe. I still got water, y'all. Let's see, Calvin and Bertha and Harry McLean, Ashe, yes. Dilly Gibson, Earl Flippin, Ashe, Lionel Johnson, Marcus Garvey, Ashe, George, Ashe, Lola Tyrell, Mama Ashe, Grandma Molly, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. And in the event of time, we're just gonna call out all the names that were written, but we were unable to say. Ashe. We will call upon the names of our ancestors whose names we don't know but look like us, that didn't make it across the Middle Passage. Ashe. Ashe to the freedom fighters. Ashe. 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 Oh, it is done. It is finished.
Ashe.
The message and meaning of Kwanzaa as a celebration of family, culture, and community is rooted in its raising up and bringing forth the ancient African model of cultivating, harvesting, and sharing good in the world. Kwanzaa is a week-long cultural holiday observed from December 26th through January 1st, honoring African-American heritage and culture through the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, also referred to as the Nguzo Saba. Since 1966, the rapid and extensive growth of Kwanzaa continues and now embraces over 35 million celebrants throughout the world. Since 1983, Nashville has experienced a rapid growth in Kwanzaa celebrants, which has provided an opportunity for numerous culture-focused, community-centered organizations in Nashville to unite in the spirit of UMOJA to form what is recognized today as Kwanzaa Nashville. Kwanzaa is a time of ingathering for the family of the entire community to renew and reinforce the bonds between them. Kwanzaa is a time for thanksgiving for the good in life, for life itself, for love, for friendship, for parents and children, the elders and youth, man and woman, and for family, community, and culture. Kwanzaa is a time of commemoration of the past. It is a time to appreciate our role as heirs and custodians of a great legacy, and to recommit ourselves to honoring the preserving, to honoring it by preserving it and expanding it. Kwanzaa is a time of recommitment to our highest ideals, values of the good life, truth, justice, sisterhood, brotherhood, and respect of all mankind and nature. We now take the time to recommit ourselves to the cultural values of Kwanzaa, lighting the 7 candles that represent the Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles.
Greetings, Habari Gani.
There we go.
Am I still muted here?
You're good.
All right, good, thanks. Greetings, Habari Gani Kwanzaa family. My name is Joseph Bosley, and I'm joined with Maya and Umi Bosley. And on the first night of Kwanzaa, we light the black candle, which is representative of the Kiswahili word umoja. Umoja means unity. Unity stresses the importance of helping each other stay together as families, as communities, as a nation, and as a race. The color black represents the race of our people wherever we may be. All right.
Alafia Hubar Ghani. My name is Kisa Smith Estes, also known as Novici. And the second day of Kwanzaa is Kuja Chakalia, which means self-determination. This principle teaches us that we have the right to decide who we are, what our names will be, what we will become, and what we will create for ourselves. We will not let others do these things for us. The color red represents the blood of our ancestors, both African and African American, that shedded blood for generations and generations. I'm going to light the second candle for Kuja Chakalia, self-determination.
Barigani. My name is Jamila Terrell, and I am here to light the candle for Ujima, collective work and responsibility. Ujima means that we are to make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems so that we may solve them together. The color green represents the land as well as the youth, the future and the reason for our struggle.
Abarigani, everyone. My name is Christiana Aquite, joined here by my lovely wife, Marquita. On the fourth day of Kwanzaa, we celebrate Ujima. Ujima means cooperative economics. Ujima is about supporting each other. Cooperative economics it urges us to build, maintain our own stores, shops, and businesses. We should profit from them together.
Habarigani, everyone. I will be lighting the fifth candle, which stands for Nia, purpose. The definition of Nia is to make the collective vocation, the building and developing of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. We can do this by taking care of our community and developing our individual skills and knowledge to benefit the collective.
Good evening, all. I'm Brother Skyers, and I have the honor of lighting the third red candle for the sixth principle of Kwanzaa, which is Kaumba. Kaumba means creativity. As African-American people, we should do as much as we can in our unique way to make our homes and communities more beautiful and better than we inherited them. Ashe.
Peace, everyone. I'm Shabazz Ujima, and we will be lighting the last candle, the Imani candle. Imani is faith. Faith essentially is a profound and enduring belief in and commitment to all that is of value to us as a family, community, people, and culture. Faith is put last as principle, as unity is put forth as the first principle for a definite reason. It is to indicate that without unity, we cannot begin our most important work, but without faith, we cannot sustain it. Unity brings us together and harnesses our strength, but faith in each other inspires and sustains the coming together and the commitment to take on the work to its end.
Baragani family. My name is Dr. Jocelyn Imani, and I'll be sharing with you an UMOJA reflection. So Kwanzaa is the time of the year for us to reflect on the year we just closed and also to plan for the year ahead. Each day provides us with a principle that we can apply to our life to help guide our choices. So what does it mean to unify? Does that mean to blanket over our challenges and engage in toxic positivity? No. The principle of unity is rooted in love. We can explore this concept in 3 ways. We can engage with love for self, love for our family or our inner circle, and love for our broader community or our outer circle. So let's talk about self. You cannot unify with others without first unifying with yourself. How could one be separated from themselves? You ever do something that you know is a bad idea? Eat something that doesn't agree with your system, spend time with someone who drains your life force, or mismanage your time? You ever ask yourself why? We live in a world full of distractions, and all of those distractions are designed to knock us off course, knock us away from our purpose. Often we are caught in cycles of clout chasing, comparison numbing, busyness, and we do not always take the time to commune with the divine spirit that dwells within each of us. We must be intentional and set aside time for stillness, rest, and personal devotion. Family. Our families are not just the people that we are born or married into, but family is anyone who walks through life with you daily. Consider how you stay connected to them. Do you make time to invest in those relationships? Beyond negotiating the logistics of your everyday lives, do you actually connect with them? Do you touch and agree when you give thanks for your meals? Do you ask follow-up questions after, how was your day today? It is easy to keep connected with your family when all is well, but how do you deal with conflict? Developing and maintaining healthy relational boundaries and protocols is challenging but necessary work. Can we do that in the context of healing and not just the contemporary cancel and cutoff culture? If by chance our familial relationships are in breakdown, are you seeking divine guidance for wisdom in navigating those breakdowns? It is my hope and prayer that your family ties go stronger and you come to understand the members of your inner circle as whole dynamic people with their own divine purposes and missions. And finally, within our larger community, we are struggling and working together. And y'all, white supremacy has us by the neck. So sometimes we get distracted, we get off course. How often have you been in a faith or community setting where the undercurrent of negativity, comparison, and disrespect of another group or individual takes root? We have to figure out how to struggle together ideologically and not make it personal. And we have to work together. So y'all, there's a biblical principle that says, as iron sharpens iron, so a brother sharpens a brother. So it is my hope and my prayer for you as we reflect on this principle of unity, that we go forth in 2023, working together in that protracted struggle, wrestling with each other in love and not hate, and keeping our eye on our real goal and not falling short and struggling with each other. Ashe.
Ashe, ashe, ashe. Wow. Thank you, Sister Jocelyn Imani, for sharing that moment of reflection, that moment of give us something to really chew on and take with us throughout the week. That's what Kwanzaa is about. Kwanzaa is about accepting and receiving and recommitting and redevoting ourselves to the ideals that keep us together, that keep us strong. It's like Kwanzaa is like a revival. Like we all get crazy all throughout the week, all throughout the year, but then we come back and we come together and we recenter ourselves around principles, tenets that guide us. And so thank you so much, Dr. Imani, for giving us those jewels that will carry us along through the year. And I encourage everyone to take the challenge, to take the meditation with you in your homes after we leave this virtual experience. You know, commune with those in your home about the reflection today. Because if we're not talking, if we're not really exchanging, we're just out here just doing stuff. We floating in the air, but really taking the time to hear and listen to each other so that we can grow stronger and reinforce the bonds between us. Ashe, thank you so much. I would love to take the moment to introduce to you a very special sister who I believe embodies the principle of Kuumba, creativity. Her work speaks for itself. Her voice is a songbird, is is a sound that soothes our soul. She is the product of her community. She is not only doing amazing things on Broadway, but she takes the time to ensure that the people that poured into her, that she brings that back to the community to share that as a gift to us. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce to the stage my sister in the struggle, my sister in the art of Kuumba, Sister Stacy McCleskey.
Thank you, Maria. Habari Gani family. I'm so grateful to be here with y'all this evening. This is a gift and a blessing. I just want to share something with y'all. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun. The new day begun. Let us march on. Let us march on. Let us march on till victory is won. Ashe.
Ashe. Y'all give it up in the virtual space with your claps. I think we got a little emoji that you can hit. Thank you so much, Sister McCleskey, Sister Stacy, for being in this space with us, reminding us of where we've come from, and then also pushing us to continue to push forward in the spirit of Imani, to have hope, to have faith, that the struggle will continue to grow and that victory will be won. We are so glad and thankful for everyone who is here on our Zoom experience around UMOJA. If we were together at UMOJA night, I would be taking the moment and the time to get everybody together and circle up for our Harambe circle. One thing about an end of a Kwanzaa program, you always have your Harambe circle moment. And it's a time in which we pull together, which is Harambe means in Kiswahili is to pull together. And we do so not just with our mouths and not just in our mind, but together we hold hands. We hold our hands very tight. We feel the blood and the heartbeat of our brothers and sisters next to us. And we speak out those principles of UMOJA, of Kujichagulia, self-determination, of Ujima, collective work and responsibility, of Ujamaa, cooperative economics, Nia, purpose, Kuumba, creativity, and Imani, faith. So if you are blessed to have someone in the home with you, I ask and encourage you to grab his or her hand, your family, pull them together. And we're gonna do our virtual Harambe circle here online. I hope to see some mouths move, do it the best we can through a virtual experience of a Harambe, but we're gonna act like that we are together as best we can. So you can raise your hand, you can say it loud, ain't no neighbor gonna put you out, you know, you can say extremely loud and really embody and feel those principles of Kwanzaa. Umoja.
Umoja.
Unity.
Unity.
Kujichagulia. Self-determination. Ujima. Collective work and responsibility. Ujamaa. Cooperative economics.
Cooperative economics.
Nia. Purpose. Kaumba. Creativity. Imani. Faith. Harambe.
Harambe.
All right, everybody, if you can, scream out Harambe. Unmute yourselves.
Unity.
Kujichagulia.
Harambe!
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 Harambe! Harambe!
Right, y'all. We have officially completed our Kwanzaa Umoja night in our homes where it all begins. We can't go out in the community and execute anything about Umoja if we can't do it in our homes. So it starts at home with our families and our sister, our biological family members, and it goes out and expands outward. And I am just grateful to have this moment, you know, one of those things when, you know, you have in your mind what a day is going to look like. At the end of the day, we needed this. We needed this quiet time, this time to be with family, to reflect on the things that pull us together, to address some needs. I don't know if you just had an argument with your mama yesterday, or your child was ungrateful, they didn't get the Christmas presents they wanted. I don't know what your situation is, but I hope that you take tonight, as an opportunity to rekindle that bond, to sit down and say, I'm sorry. Let's not keep anything from dividing us, because we are one family and we are one community in the spirit of Umoja. So even though we're not together tonight, we have 6 more amazing nights, okay? I am confident that this temperature is gonna increase in the name of Kujichagulia. We're gonna have some self-determination. We're gonna manifest some things. So I need y'all to serve some Kujichagulia tonight so that these temperatures go up, so that it will melt some of this snow and this ice, so that we can safely commune together. For Kujichagulia, that is hosted by African American Culture Alliance in the upper room. Oh, and that is the wrong flyer. Oops. Let me unshare that one. But listen to me, because that's the wrong flyer. I'm so sorry. We had to rush and put this together, and I just noticed that. So tomorrow is at the upper room, which is right across the street. In it. And we will be introducing and reestablishing our Queen Mother induction and installation. And so we want to, everybody, if you have not, we do have limited space. And so it is very important that you go on KwanzaaNashville.com and you reserve a ticket. Okay. We will also do our very best tomorrow for those, if we do sell out of the free tickets, we will try to stream it as best we can. Okay. Can't promise it, but we're going to, okay. So just bear with us. But tomorrow is a beautiful day. If you don't know anything about the Queen Mothers in the 90s, the Queen Mother installation started during Kwanzaa. Every year, a new Queen Mother was installed, and her role and position in the community was established as our Council of Elders. We have 5 of them that have been installed. 4 have transitioned to be with the ancestors, and we have 1 more that is still living. And so it is time for new Queen Mothers to continue that legacy, because we need sharing with us what we need to continue to move forward together in Umoja. On the second night, we have on the third night, we have Ujima, which is with Liberated Grounds. That'll be at the Elks Lodge. It is 3 experiences that are happening. Same concept. It is very important that you RSVP. There's a Be Well, Eat Well, Sleep Well, I believe, experience. But the 7 o'clock experience is the public experience. So be sure to RSVP. You can scan that link to access the RSVP link, or you can also go to the KwanzaaNashville.com. And then we have on Thursday, Ujima Black Business Expo. Okay. Very, very excited about that night. We have 40 vendors, guys. Listen to me. 40. Okay. That's the largest we've ever done. So what does that mean? That means that we need you to show up. We need you to have your Harriet Tubmans ready. Okay. To support our Black businesses. And it's just not an opportunity just to spend money. It's also an opportunity to encourage, to share resources with one another, because you may have that thing that takes that business to the next level. So we want to make sure that we show up for that. We will have a good time. We will have food there. There'll be a food truck available so you can eat. Have live DJ. So it's going to be a party. We're going to shop. We're going to enjoy each other. So hopefully that energy that we are missed out on tonight, we can have that on Ujima and then also on Ujima at the Black Business Expo, and also singing live and performing live will be our very own Sania at Ujima. So come out, be ready to support our businesses. Please tell a friend, okay? Tell a friend so that we can ensure that our businesses are thriving. Then on Friday, we are back at Scarrett Bennett. So with 2 nights in a row, back at Scarrett Bennett for NIA, hosted by Scarrett Bennett and NIA House Montessori. Amazing, amazing night schedule. The beauty and burden of Black excellence, amazing panelists that will be there. Judge Bell, we have Jahari Matthews, we have Patrick Daly and Brother Jamal Campbell Gooch that will be there speaking and imparting some knowledge. And then our children, we cannot forget our children. Our children will be having their own Kwanzaa experience with NIA House Montessori so that they too can understand the importance of the values and principles of Kwanzaa in their own way. And then on the 31st, New Year's Eve, we have Kuumba with the amazing North Nashville Arts Coalition that will be teaching us how to create an altar. And so in a creative way. So be sure to show up for that event. And that's on Jefferson Street. And then our last night will be Imani with the Deltas. So we have to, that will be back at TM Productions. So the facility that we were going to be in tonight, we will be ending it there with an amazing Kwanzaa program to end out the week of Kwanzaa. But be sure that you RSVP, please. All right. All the events from today on are free, but you do need to let us know that you're coming because we do have capacity requirements that we have to stay within. And if we, like I said, if we sell out of all our free tickets, we will do our very best to make sure that we're streaming for those that cannot make it. Ashe?
Ashe.
Ashe. And go to Kwanzaa Nashville for the right calendar because this was the old one. So sorry. Was moving and clicking too fast today. But thank you so much for bearing with us as we pivoted today to bring UMOJA to you virtually. Thank you to all the Kwanzaa Nashville executive team members. Thank you to all those who participated in the programming today. Thank you to the community for always showing up every day for us. All right, you all. Habargani, Harambe, Asante Sana, UMOJA.
I love y'all. Stay warm. Be safe. See you tomorrow.
Don't forget to let your pipes leak.
Yes.
Right.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you.
Love you.